I'm curious, is this going to be an actual book or is it just going to be a piece of like plastic? My son thinks it's going to be a book. I think it's just going to be plastic. Hey folks, something different on the channel today. There is construction work going on, but I'm going to make the video anyway. I got this, I'm a huge Seinfeld fan. I got this Seinfeld, the miniature coffee table book of coffee tables, and I have not opened it up yet. $11.95 US, $14.50 Canadian, and the back says, you know what would make a great coffee table book? A coffee table book about coffee tables. Get it? I remember that episode of Seinfeld. That was awesome. It says, hold Kramer's finest and wackiest invention from the beloved sitcom Seinfeld in the palm of your hand with this official 3 5/8 times by 2 3/4 mini replica of his coffee table book about coffee tables, complete with fold-out legs. This collectible set also includes 4 coasters featuring the Seinfeld cast. Now I'm curious, is this going to be an actual book or is it just going to be a piece of like plastic? My son thinks it's going to be a book. I think it's just going to be plastic. By the way, copyright 2023 Castle Rock Entertainment, right? And I don't know if you know this, but Seinfeld and all related characters and elements and copyright of TM Castle Rock Entertainment. So Larry David and Jerry Seinfeld sold their rights to stuff like this for $900 million when the season ended, when the series ended. That's how much they made. They said, we just make money off of being actors, producers, directors, you know, writers, and they'll make their money from that. But they're not making money from DVD sales and commercial items like this, and they don't need it. They walked away with $450 million each, so I think that's worth it. I really want to know if this is going to be a book or just plastic. This is a Kickstarter that I got. Isn't that beautiful? Let's open this up and see what we got here. Okay. Alrighty, so I could see the coasters, and here comes the book. Oh my God! Oh. I really didn't think it was going to be like this. Holy shoot! Okay, I'm thrilled that this is actually a book. My son was right. I'm going to have to buy him a Coke. I cannot believe this is so awesome. I'm really excited. I don't know. I guess this video is going to be longer than I thought because I want to look through and show you what's inside each one of those pages. But let's look at these beautiful coasters. And these are actual little coasters. Yeah, they've got a little back. So that's, of course, Kramer, Jerry, Elaine, and George, who's kind of like Larry David. All right, you guys want to see this? Let's do this. Lucas, does this still look good in the camera? Yeah, it's fine. Okay, cool. Here we go. The Coffee Table Book of Coffee Tables by Kramer. RP Minis, Philadelphia. Interesting. Okay, cool. Here it is, that same quote. And let's see it. So this is interesting. It's a windshield. Can you believe someone threw this out? So this was from an episode where Kramer was dating Elaine's roommate, and they made a coffee table out of a windshield, which they ended up breaking at the end. I'm out there and I'm loving every minute of it. This is where the episode where they all get vasectomies. And that's funny because it's a vacuum there. That's kind of a really interesting, subtle reference. Oh my God. And it's a couch. There's probably so many little Easter eggs in this, I can't even imagine it. So, I mean, I'm not even going to go through it, but that is hilarious. That's the episode, the vasectomy, and there's a vacuum right there. That is brilliant. Okay. Oh boy. Tell Brett that his chest of drawers are a big hit. My guests are very comfortable in them. And that's the episode when Kramer befriends some Japanese tourists, and they live in Brett Favre's, not Brett Favre, Brett, who is it? But Brett gives them a chest of drawers. Oh, it's Fardman. I don't know. All right, this one, when Kramer sues the coffee company. I've been drinking cafe lattes since the 5th grade and I haven't looked back. Kramer sneaks in to a movie theater and burns himself by putting a cup of coffee in his belt. Who would do that? That's crazy. I love the name Isosceles. If I had a kid, I would name him Isosceles. Isosceles Kramer. That's when an episode, and there's really cool, I haven't really been paying attention much to the things, but there's a Isosceles book thing. That's when there's a moment where Jerry draws a beautiful triangle, and he says, it's an isosceles. And then Kramer says this. A gift not enjoyed is like a flower that doesn't blossom. Right? And that's, I don't know, but I think that's the episode when George is working, George has his film developed, and he's playing a little back and forth. But I don't think that's it. Let me know in the comments if you know which episode that's from. A gift not enjoyed is like a flower that doesn't bloom. A gift not enjoyed is like, I know it's a Kramer. I've been living alone a long time now. There's a TV dinner. I don't remember what episode that is at all. Do you? I'm going to surround myself in wood. It's going to be like a log cabin because I need wood around me. Wood, Jerry, wood. And there's a wooden table. That's an early episode. And then they actually mimic that when they're doing the auditions. They actually have they have that gentleman do that exact that part. Here's fruit. They don't have a decent piece of fruit at the supermarket. The apples are mealy, the oranges are dry. I don't know what's going on with the papayas. And I'm not doing the phrasing, but that's when they get kicked out of the fruit store, and they have to go get they get banned. You're banned. Of course, there's the possibility that you've gone right out of your mind. This is when Kramer is acting like Jerry. They switch places. This is the Kenny Rogers roaster episode. And it looks like everything's just floating in the air because everything's crazy. Why don't you just tell me the name of your movie you selected? That's when Kramer's number is 1 off for movie phone. So there's a little popcorn and a soda. That's really cute. Whoa, 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 whoa. This is the episode of The Keys, I can tell you right away, right before Jerry goes to L.A. Having the keys at Jerry's apartment, that kept me, actually this is when he was in L.A. I'm pretty sure. You let me know. Having the keys to Jerry's apartment, that kept me in a fantasy world. Every time I went over to his house, it was like a vacation. Better food, better view, better TV, cleaner. Oh, much cleaner. That became my reality. I ignored the squalor in my own life because I'm looking at life, you see, through Jerry's eyes. I was living in the twilight, living in the shadows, living in the darkness, like you. He's talking to George at that point. And this is the episode, I was just talking about this, where he says, I'm fertile, I'm mossy. And that's when he goes to, he's talking to George right before he goes to LA. It's great. And here's it's definitely a married couple. Marriage, family, they're prisons, man-made prisons. You're doing time. You get up in the morning, she's there. You go to sleep at night, she's there. It's like you got to ask permission to use the bathroom. Is it all right if I use the bathroom now? So that is when Jerry and George have a conversation that they're not men. And they're going to start to commit. And that's when George proposes to Susan. Huge cup of coffee, or beautiful cup of coffee. I wonder what this is. Yeah, I'm getting rid of all my furniture, all of it. And I'm going to build these different levels, with steps. And it's going to be carpeted with a lot of pillows, like ancient Egypt. Again, very early episode. second season maybe, where he's talking about levels. His character hasn't really come into form yet, but it's great. Also, that is mimicked, I'm pretty sure, in the audition process when they're auditioning for the show that they wrote, George and Jerry. And this is I don't know. You know what I've discovered? I really like depriving myself of things. It's fun, very monistic. And there's a very minimalistic kind of picture of a living room. I'm not sure what that one is from either. I think it's early, but I really don't know. I don't know everything, but I know a lot. Okay, this is good. It's a picture of a scotch. This is damn good scotch. I could do a commercial for this stuff. Oh, this is great. Boy, that Hennigan goes down smooth, and afterwards you don't even smell. That's right, folks. I just had 3 shots of Hennigan's, and I don't smell. Imagine you could walk around drunk all day. That's Hennigan's, the no smell, no tell scotch. That's a great episode where they're trying to figure out if it smells. Oh, Elaine is dating an alcoholic. Yeah. And they switch drinks by accident. This is beautiful. It's a beautiful picture. This one is, you know the way you smell when you first come home from the beach? Well, I want to make a cologne that captures the essence of that smell. Okay? That's when Jerry is dating the supermodel, and he comes up with the idea it smells like the beach, and it's stolen by Calvin Klein, right? Is it Calvin Klein that stole it? I'm pretty sure. Let me know. Looks like a doctor's office. Oh, I'll take a vet over an MD any day. They've got to be able to cure a lizard, a chicken, a pig, a frog, all in the same day. This is when Kramer has a cough, and then he gets dog medicine to cure his cough. It's really funny. A lot of other things happen with that. Jerry has a man purse in that episode. Oh, yay, kitty cats. You might hear my cats here. All right, you know, cats run away all the time. You know, my aunt, she had a cat, ran away, showed up 3 years later. You never know. They got things in their brains where they remember where they're from. Unless, of course, someone else starts feeding them. See, that's what you got to worry about. This is when Elaine has a neighbor whose cat is actually, yeah. I think they want to off the cat. I'm pretty sure they want to kill the cat. I forget. It's a long book. If you're sticking with me, please like, share, and subscribe, because this is wild stuff. I don't know if anyone's ever done this of this book, but this is really cool. Okay, Mother Nature's a mad scientist, Jerry. Let me know in the comments if you know what that's from. That's a really cool picture. Mother Nature's a mad scientist, Jerry. And then about the author, and this is really, really cute. This is really, really cute. Okay, I'm just going to read this. About the author. When Cosmo Kramer was 17 years old, he ran away from home and hopped a steamship to Sweden. Okay, so this is from an episode where there's the portrait, where they make a portrait of him. He later settled in the Upper West Side neighborhood in New York City. He founded Kramerica Industries. Remember that one when he had an intern? And worked at H&H Bagels, where he went on strike, right? And as a horse carriage driver, remember he borrowed the horse carriage for a day, an evening, and fed it all that food, like ravioli and stuff. Among other careers, including modeling for Calvin Klein, yep, and for a major tobacco company, that's right. That's Philip Morris. As an actor, he was fired from a Woody Allen film. That's right, he smashed a bottle and Woody Allen got glass in his eye. He played a receptionist on Murphy Brown. This is when he went to LA, guys and girls and everyone. Served as a stand-in on the daytime soap opera with his little person Mickey, All My Children, and performed illnesses at Mount Sinai Hospital student diagnosis sessions, also with Mickey. He was a co-inventor of the Manzier, aka the bro, as Kramer preferred to call it, a bra for men, which him and Frank Costanza have created together, right? Or they developed, and they had a little argument there. Women were drawn to Kramer in part due to his possessing the lure of the animal, right? That's the Ukrainian, when George wants to become, I think it's not Ukraine. What is it? I'm just going quick. Otherwise known as Kavorka, according to the Latvian Orthodox priest, and due to a botched vasectomy, he was even more potent than he was pre-surgery. He conceived of the coffee table book of coffee tables while skiing. And when he was on the talk show with Regis, he mentioned that. He goes, kids, don't do that. And then here's a couple of praise. This guy can be a little bonkos. Regis Philbin, live with Regis and Kathy Lee. He is a loathsome, offensive brute, yet I can't look away. Mr. Armstrong is the guy that bought this portrait. Art lover. Stupid hipster doofus, Elaine Bennis. And people should punk down $2,000 to live like him for a week. Do nothing, fall ass backwards into money, mooch food off your neighbors, and have sex without dating. That's a fantasy camp. George Costanza. And that brings us to the end. This was designed by Susan Van Horn and Getty Images, and this is super cool. Let's put it right here to end the show, and hope you enjoy this. Please consider liking, sharing, and subscribing, and have a great day.